Okay. Welcome back from your break. How was your break?
Well, I mean, it was just,
You needed it.
bathroom and hand washing.
Good. Alright, so I wanted to go back into what you guys love about each other, and it's really nice. I hear it, the support, the appreciation. That's really good to have. And I was actually thinking, you know, we could actually go into the next exercise. And so I'm thinking of having you to write down things that you want from each other as far as love, attention, romance, space, etc. Anything like that. Okay.
Okay.
How many things? As many, at least 3 things.
At least 3 things. What do I want?
It's what we want from our partner, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Wonder if the spaghetti and meatballs every night is in there.
Well, only if I'm lucky.
So we'll share. And Jeff, you want to go first?
Sure. The very first thing that I need is some personal one-on-one interaction, meaning the 2 of us, maybe phones down, and actually talking about something. And I get that it's not going to be all day, every day, but even 10 minutes at a time, just face to face. The second thing is an idea of shared plans for the future. I get that people today live in the moment, but I'm big on planning for the future. It's how I got where I am today, and I just want to know that we have plans for the future. I'm not asking for a roadmap, you see, but just some sense that she sees us beyond, who knows, we're not trending downward. Did I use the right term there?
Yeah.
Trending downward, that we're continuing on. And the third thing that I need is a bigger sense of buy-in to our relationship. And I'm not saying that she's not in it, because I know that if she didn't want to be here, she'd be gone. I know it. But a bigger sense of buy-in, and I mean buy-in to the part that sort of ties into the one-on-one interaction. A bigger sense of buy-in. I was raised to believe that there's pieces of couples relationship where you leave everyone else outside and it's just the 2 of you. I'd like to put a few more coins in that piggy bank in terms of us, in terms of knowing that, yeah, I'm married to this woman, and yeah, we had this strange and interesting start, but that I'm worth more than my credit limit. You know what I mean?
And with your second one that you mentioned, how it sounds like you want the both of you being on the same line of what road you guys are going to be going.
Well, no, I just kind of want to know what direction she's moving in, so that we can start from there. I'm not saying we have to be. I don't need a roadmap to the grave. Do you know what I mean? That lasts the rest of the life. But like, where are you right now? Where do you see yourself? Where do you see, like, how can I help you get there? How can we get there together? You know, if this is supposed to be an obstacle, how are we? I have more learning to do. You know, like we ended up married, and I don't even care the reasons why, but there's got to be a point where we start putting this into some kind of order. I mean, she's 27 now. I'm in my 40s. So we're in a little bit of a different space, and at my stage of the game, it's more about getting your ducks in a row. I was never as free spirited and down to earth and in touch with what the finger on the pulse as my wife is, but I it's just sort of that sense of responsibility, that surety, that putting it down, so that we can continue to enjoy the lifestyle that we lead now, so that we can. I mean, she's 27. I don't even know if she wants kids. We haven't even had that discussion, and that's not really anything we're going to have today. But
Maybe someday.
when we're ready to talk, when she's ready to talk, before we bring another person into it, whether or not it's adoption, whatever the thing, there's just got to be some sense that we're both headed in the same direction.
Well, I would like to mention something that I heard both of you mention of the direction. You mentioned how you're still learning.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you mentioned when you were running in your heart of what you guys love about each other. You mentioned something how you're still growing and you're still learning. So there's common ground right there, right? We're still learning and growing, and no matter what age we're at, we're still figuring things out, right? In this relationship, and you guys have been together for a year and a half, and there's still things coming up and understanding each other. And the third part that
Our wedding was, to me anyway, more than just a. Was it Instagram you put it on? Or was it all over?
All over.
So
It's a big
it was
day.
a
Everybody's
social
having
media
it.
event. It was quite the event. But now, when people stopped clicking the like button or hearting it or twitting, flashing,
I mix
Tell
it
me.
up all the time too.
Tweeting it. Then there's got to be something left.
I need from you more patience with my not liking confrontation. During the break, Holly mentioned maybe if we have time today, kind of getting to use each other's terms of communication. I think that could be nice, but I don't like confrontation, and I'm okay with starting on a base level of talking about our day. But if you're going to come at me with, well, how much money did you spend in the car today? I might not be comfortable saying that to your face, so just be patient with me. I also would like from you a willingness to immerse yourself a little bit into my world. I'm not getting any older any quicker, and you're not getting any younger, and I feel like if we are going to move together into the future and talk about children, you need to maybe be a little bit more hip with the times. You're in your 40s, not your 80s.
I could.
Yeah, I just think that
I can't
even for
guarantee.
future children's sake, it would be nice to be able to understand them and what they're going through too.
I'm probably never going to be able to say, OMG, look at the outfit that
Yeah.
J-Lo won.
That's
I
fine.
barely know the difference between J-Lo and J-Law. So maybe we can start there, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I just, our kids are going to grow up, if we have kids and we talk about kids, are going to grow up in a similar generation. So if you don't know how to understand me, how are you going to understand them?
That's true.
And then 3, I thought that I put down something maybe that we could do together that would be time to talk and spend time together. Maybe that's you could teach me how to cook, because I obviously can't cook, so when you tell me to cook, it's
Your
usually a
spaghetti and
fail.
meatballs are awesome. You make a mean toast.
Well, thank you. But if we spend time cooking together, it's an excuse for us to talk, I guess.
All right. We can start with.
I love the lobster you make. Lobster salad.
Well, let's start with the salad part,
Okay.
and then we'll have the cooking on the lobster part until then.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds great. together and spending time together and then enjoying a lovely meal. That sounds good.
Yeah, her definition of cooking together is deciding together what we're going to order for apps off the shared menu.
No, you are a good cook. It was a main thing I loved about you.
Well, maybe you could look at the menu and be like, want to order that, but maybe we can make it together. Go to the grocery
Makes
store,
sense.
pick all the ingredients, put them all together with a whole bunch of love. Tastes even better than going out to eat. Try that.
Makes sense.
And you mentioned about John being more patient with you and understanding. And how do you feel about that? Are you trying to be a little bit more patient?
I think that while I don't necessarily agree with the words that she's chosen, I understand what message she's trying to send. And I don't think it's confrontation. I think it's communication. And it's not that she doesn't like it, it's that her version is different than mine. So I think it's more and more important for us to spend time in each other's spaces and go from there.
I'm glad you mentioned that about how, you guys definitely talk differently. You talk differently and then you also communicate differently. You do the same, right? On the same page with that? Okay. So, and also you mentioned in one of on your list about how you would like him to be more hip to it. So my question is, are you expecting him to talk exactly the way you did?
No, just to kind of understand a little bit. Like, if I send eggplant peach emoji, I don't want you to bring home.
I looked it up on the
peaches for dinner.
break. I know what it means. And if you send me eggplant peach, you can expect me to follow through without question.
It's things like that. Like, we're gonna have kids someday who, if we move forward with children who, when you say clean their room, they might text you, "Hey," period. And that doesn't mean that they want you. Now that means that they're mad at you. And we need to know that, because then we need to go in and, explain to them why we have these expectations of them and why they're going to make them better people for it. But if we're like, well, they said K, so that means that they're fine. Now they're upstairs probably hiding things under their bed and telling their friends on Snapchat how much they can't stand us.
So understanding how you word things, that we might need to work on a little bit, understanding each other, right? And ask questions. Like, what do you mean by this? It's kind of hard to tell when you can't see the body language, when you can't understand the tone of voice. It makes it a little bit tough. This actually brings up a really kind of nifty activity to use, like a little bit of reverse role playing, where actually John, if you wouldn't mind, actually texting Janet the way Janet would text you, and then just kind of see how you would respond and
In any way, for anything, is there anything special I should say?
text her something that she would probably text you.
Then do I text them back?
Let's get the text and then see how you feel about it. Let's make it easier with that.
Well, I'm old, so I have to.
I don't know what that means. His fingers don't work. But
I might have bigger fingers. I have tiny hands, so.
I'll say something really good. Or he's telling me he wishes this was over. He's wishing I'd go home and cook him dinner.
Spaghetti and balls.
That's all I know how to do.
Oh, and toast.
And toast. I make a pretty mean avocado toast.
Avocado toast.
Yeah.
That sounds
My
good.
favorite. He's not a big fan of avocado, but I am, so, he just gets regular toasted
no butter with that?
No, just straight avocado. Some hot sauce sometimes.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Hot sauce, living on the edge every day of my life.
Avocado's good for you, so.
Yeah,
That.
definitely agree. Oh, okay.
How does it make you feel?
Should I read it out loud?
If you would like to share.
It's funny because it's coming from him. It says, no LOL, but OMG, ILYSVM, which means I love you so much, so very much. In, which is like basically and, I think we are, just letter R, okay. Fire emoji, heart, smiley face with all the hearts around it, a yelling face, this face. That's what it says. So what would you like me to do with that? You want me to respond?
Well, how does it make you feel?
I like it. He's speaking my language, and I mean, it's definitely not him, and I can see that in the text message. So,
I mean, appreciate that effort.
yeah,
Trying.
absolutely.
Yes. So, John, how does it feel to text or something?
Oh,
You gonna let us know through the
Oh,
text?
oh no, I can see him just typing away.
I thought there was gonna be an eggplant peach in there.
I did too. Thought it was gonna say bring home dinner, eggplant peach. He likes peaches and eggplants, but I'm not a fan.
I'm all about the peaches.
Yeah, you like peaches?
Mm-hmm. Peach salsa.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Oh, no.
No peach salsa. Not. I just like regular salsa. Not mango, not pineapple. I don't want any fruits in my salsa.
I like the sweet and mildness.
Yeah, I guess some people do.
Yeah, everyone's got different taste buds.
That's very true. Thankfully, me and John have similar ones, so it's for good time going out and eating.
Except for the avocado.
This one I think I'm gonna keep private to me. Just because it's personal for us.
Absolutely. Yeah, anything that you share, absolutely. I
Yeah.
understand that. Yeah. But that's good. And you see that smile on her face and that laughter. How does that make you feel?
Well, I felt kind of silly for sending these things, but if it makes her laugh, then that's what I do.
Yeah. You think maybe try here and there?
Maybe. But it's not going to be 100%, but
That's okay.
maybe.
But it's the same with her, where she will talk to you more face to face. Give it a shot.
And I didn't pick up my phone at all during this.
No, you didn't.
And you didn't text right away. You were even, should I text him back? You were asking. You were waiting and then you
It was kind of like a first date, when the guy texts you and you're like, do I answer him now or should I wait a little bit? Like I don't want to come off too strong,
Okay?
No, he's done texting me. He's trying to be respectful of. So what's the plan? I guess for next session because we're gonna come back next week.
Okay, good. So the next section, I want to talk about how the communication is going as far as are you texting a little bit more? Are you talking with him one-on-one, face-to-face? And if anything, any conflicts are coming up, and how is it making you feel with it? We'll go from there, see how it goes, And of course, try to notice if any of your feelings, any awareness, like if you're starting to feel uncomfortable, let it know.
Okay.
You don't want to keep pushing, and it's making you stress out about it.
Would you prefer that I text you to tell you I'm uncomfortable, or tell you to your face that I'm uncomfortable?
Well, if talking to me makes you uncomfortable in that situation, then in that situation it's okay to text because in those moments it's important for you to communicate, and the modality doesn't necessarily matter.
Okay.
I want to bring up both things that you guys actually brought up. On what your third mention about what you want from each other, you mentioned like your future and what you want. And I heard, because you mentioned kids, we mentioned kids, you mentioned about future and talking about it. How does that make you feel thinking about that you guys are thinking along the same lines in that path?
It's nice to know she's thinking along those lines, and I'm hoping that the communication can stay open about it. I don't think we're in a place to make any decisions about it, but it's nice to know that there's at least something that we're thinking about that's the same. Besides that, we want to wait for Kim K to drop her baby
Hopefully a boy.
and see
Oh.
if it's a boy or not.
Yeah, I mean, I have to have at least one before she can ask me to be a surrogate. So, you know, gotta work that into the life plan.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, also to, you know, mention about when it comes to try to keep in mind of how often she's on the phone and how often she's not on the phone. And it was really good that you mentioned earlier how I'm glad she wasn't even on the phone. And that was great that you mentioned that. That was nice how you were like, yeah, she wasn't even on the phone. Because you mentioned before how she was always on the phone and checking about the Kardashian
Right.
and the, oh, that's okay. It was gonna fall someday. So
Okay?
Thank you.
so we'll meet for next week, and then go from there.
Awesome. See you next Friday.